Hello, everyone. It's been almost 2 weeks. I have appeared on this YouTube channel, so it's been some time. I really hope everyone are doing good. Um, so we are back. I have been actually traveling for last 2 weeks across different places, mostly around Europe. More for leisure time as well as for some of the work and some of the um, potential collaboration work. And now I'm back. So we will now go ahead and do this, continue these live sessions every Sunday, as always, at 4 p.m. So if you haven't joined before, here we discuss some of the latest news, if there is any, and then mostly I do give update about the work that I am doing, mostly with the team in Not AI Pro and all the other projects that is running as well. Again, the YouTube channel haven't been seeing any videos because I was mostly away and very focused on the work that we are doing. Very soon, I'm hoping to bring one of our client as well into this SaaS meetup, where you will hear a lot more about what they have achieved. I think that there has been really some good news. There has been really some, I would say, exciting updates that we have been able to achieve with one of our clients. I'm probably not going to announce that. I think uh, I would let them announce basically when they join. So that's probably coming in 2 weeks' time. So if you are first time into the channel or seeing this as Mastermind, this live session, please keep an eye on this. If you're a member of the channel, you will definitely get a link to join us. So there will be a link in the post, in the YouTube post. I'm actually going to share my screen and show you. Um, so from there, you can also join us into this session if you have any questions, or if you are facing any issues, or if you have any question around our videos, or in general any of the platform. If you are part of Not AI Pro, if you have any questions, you can always join this session, have any questions, because we are building a few of the app public. We have also started building an voice AI platform with one of the voice AI engineers around in the US. I mean, they have, you will definitely see some videos coming out in the coming days. But that's that the platform that we are building is going to be completely open source. It will be like VAPI, or it will be like 11, not 11 Labs, the VAPI or Retail, or these platforms where you can actually run that voice AI platform as your own in your own server, and you will be able to maybe create voice agent for your clients, and that will be tightly integrated with Not AI Pro as well. So that means if you are part of Not AI Pro, you don't have to host it or anything. We will do everything for you, of course. Now that is also all like upcoming. Hi Marcelo, it's been a while. Very nice to see you back in this SaaS meetup. Can you hear me though?
Yes, so yes, I'm here.
Yeah,
Uh,
great.
uh, um, I'm so excited again with news, and I want to ask you something, but at the end,
Brilliant.
thank you very much. Thank you for the news.
Sure. Yes. So that's something we have already started working. The open source voice AI platform will be coming into the public domain. As I said, it will be open source, so anyone can actually make use of it. Because you are already part of Not AI Pro, you don't have to host it or anything. That will be anyway integrated within the platform, so you will be able to create voice AI agents. Um, Apart from that, there have been a lot of updates. I'm sure you have seen our release notes that we usually send every week. There has been a plethora of changes that has happened into the app. There's a lots and lots of features that we have added, and we are continuously adding, of course. I'm just waiting for Chow to join. He will join in about another 5-6 minutes, and then I'm gonna start showing all of those in very quick time, and then later on I'm gonna make more detailed video about each of the features. So in the last 2 weeks, I think we have added majorly we have added 4 features and minor enhancement, new options. I think there are, I think at least 10 to 12. I mean, it is now going into at a point where I also have to now keep a directory of what all features that is there in the platform, because there's just so much feature that's upcoming. One of the feature is of course SaaS mode. So that means now what you can do is, earlier when we launched Not AI Pro, is you could create voice agent, sell it as white level, right? But we are also bringing SaaS mode. That means you can literally sell your customer portal and whatever as a SaaS. You don't have to do anything. You just set it up your SaaS page, just like Vapi or retail, and you just focus on marketing. You have to do nothing. Basically, your customer will sign up. They can create voice agent. They can deploy it in whatever purpose, and it will all be running hopefully smoothly. So that's also upcoming. I'm going to show you some snippet how we are doing it. Yeah, I'm just waiting for Shao to join, and then we will start on that front. From the news point of view, AI news point of view, I think since Gemini, not Gemini, the Google had this, their announcement, Google keynotes actually, there has been a lot of interest in the Gemini 2.5 Pro space. We have been actively also researching on how we can integrate Gemini 2.5 into our open source voice project that we'll launch. And most probably we're going to use Gemini at the start as well. However, one of the other thing that is also happening is the AI avatar space. I think the AI avatar space is seeing a lot of new models, a lot of new providers that is coming up. I mean, I have seen in the last 2 weeks almost 4 to 5 provider who are giving now like video avatar, like like not just voice agent. Now you can actually create agent where you can have real human faces. Of course, not the real human faces, but AI human faces that is actually talking with expression and all this bit. So that actually opens up a lot more use cases, really. And definitely with Not AI Pro and the open source platform that we are building, it's all it's all going to be integrated as well. So we are creating our platform thinking of the future, of course, and that includes wearable technology, that includes the video, like the vision, the video, the avatar, and the voice. So all that will be, of course, upcoming. We are keeping track of it, and probably the right time we will also introduce that into the platform. Apart from that, there is also one of the talk that is going on is how can we make our analytics much more mature. And as I'm recording this session, I think there is a test going on the customer portal where we are improving the customer portal analytics sections, so you can actually show more. And we are also changing the way, earlier we were basically using API for different providers to get their analytics, right? That was causing some of the flickering, not so good user experience, because we are definitely depending on the API. And uh, what happens when we use API is you become dependent on the provider like Vapi or Retail. And let's say if their API server is dead, or if their API server is slow, or if they're rate limiting us because you are doing too many API call, that actually impacts the user experience for you as a partner or your customer also. So that is why we are consciously making a huge shift in our architecture and design to not depend on API anymore. So the only time we will use retail, VAPI, 11 Labs, and all these provider API is when you onboard the agent. And once you onboard their agent, there is no API. There will be webhook configured automatically for your agent. And I'll show you again later part of the video how to do that. And using webhook, basically what will happen is now they will send us the analytics instead of we go and fetch the analytics. And this is actually in our quick test that we have done in the last week, that has much more improved our application performance, as well as we could show you the most I would say latest, like up to the minute, I would say, voice AI analytics. Like as soon as your customer drops the call, we immediately get the analytics and we immediately can show it, rather than there is any API call or anything. So that's something we are consciously changing in the app, and that opens up a lot of space as well. Yeah, and other than that, there is a request to also look at security of our application. So I think as I'm also speaking, there are almost in my board, I have 12 NFR, which we call a non-functional requirement, already listed. So what does that mean is, as part of non-functional requirement, we are making the platform more secure. You probably have seen that multi-factor authentication is now enabled. We are making the platform more GDPR compliant, which is also one of the key requirement for us to operate in this Europe region. We are making all the other ISO um, certification related implementation like ISO 27001 and all these bits. That means our platform will be much more secure. And there is some exciting also announcement on that front I'm going to do later part of the video. Let me quickly see if Shao is joining, or else I'm going to start. It's almost 4:15 now. Just a minute. How is your business going, Marcelo? Is it all good? Have you started using the platform?
Yes, I do. But just in testing with a future customer that is a friend that have a company, and he will going to start with an agent that for um, for answer phone calls and to, I don't know how to say in English, collect the payments.
Mm-hmm.
That's the main role of the agent.
Okay,
But I have an issue with the styles,
sure.
and I want to ask you, yeah, the styles of my custom site. I'm very
Mm,
happy because the subdomain works very well. As soon
great.
as I write it, I just change the DNS and
Yeah,
everything works fine. But
yeah.
is the only issue, and I want to put the snippet in the main site, but I don't know if it's working or is in beta or something like that.
Yeah, if you have, like, as I said, any request, I see there have been some requests. I don't know if you have raised it in the name of NXG Social. Um, but yeah, please use the feature base. If you have any other feature that is in mind that will help you sell faster and better in your region. If you want, like, one of the requests we have got is not to the portal, but as a back channel, is if we can make the customer portal multilingual, like Spanish and English, Italian, and all these other. So that's also in our mind. Will make it so all the so your customer portal will make it multilingual as well. So let's say if you want to sell it into the region where Spanish is the
And do
uh,
you have an ATI for example, for Ultrabox or no yet?
yep. So as I speak, that's upcoming. That will be coming next week. We have already I'll share my screen. It's showing as upcoming. It was not showing before, but if you go into the portal now, wow, where is my? So yeah, there you go. So here, if you go to manage AI agent, now Ultravox is appearing. But it's still not there. It's still showing upcoming soon because now we heard you. We sort of thought we would bring Synthesia, but I think there has been a lot more request for Ultravox. So we said we will bring Synthesia later, Ultravox earlier. So yes, Ultravox is coming on by next Naughty 5.0, which is next Saturday. So that's today's 8th. I'm sure it will be there before as well, because we have changed the deployment model. So we are now using something called canary release. So what happens in canary release is as soon as any of our developers have made any feature available and they have tested it, that straight away comes to the platform. But not for all of the partners it is available, or all of the users. So what happens is so the pipeline will only make it available for 50% or 60% of the users. And as soon as we get some requests there, or we do test as well, and if we see things are all working, it will automatically be promoted to till up to 100% for every partner. So as I'm speaking now, Ultravox is being tested locally, and it's already been built and integrated, but we just need to make it very similar to how the retail AI and the PAP AI is working. So that's what we're trying to do. And as soon as the test is done, the Ultravox will be available. And my best guess is by next Saturday, it will be there for sure. But check in the middle of the week as well, like maybe Wednesday or sometime. It should also be there by that time, in your account. But yeah.
It's great. And the other question is that if I can use a local SIP trunk provider,
Yes.
or yeah.
So that bit is when we launch our voice AI agent. For your local SIP provider with Ultravox, I think you have to check Ultravox documentation, but I can ask someone in the team to have a quick check and maybe send out an email to you if we find something. But if you want to use a local SIP trunk provider or your local PBX or all the solution, that for sure we have in mind. That is why we are making it as an eight the our voice AI project. Uh, Probably it will be called Nova AI, but that is upcoming. That will be open source, so you can, because it's open source, you can do anything, right? You can integrate with any SIP trunk provider. Basically, all you need the SIP URI, and it should be able to do that. But that is only in our mind. But for Ultravox, I think we need to check the Ultravox documentation.
Thank you. That's all for me. But
That's
today I'm
great.
very, very, very happy.
Great. Thank you for support. I guess this is oh, I see. I haven't sent the invite email to Shao. Just a minute. I'll send it to him. He has been waiting, but I haven't sent him the meeting link. But yeah, thank you for support. This has really been helpful. And again, as always, please use the feature base, and please stay for till if you can till the end, because there are some other announcement related to that as well, which we are also bringing, where you can you can create any feature request and be served almost immediately. That's what we are working. But yeah, I'll talk about that a bit later in this video. Let's shall join. All right. Let's see if there has been any question on the YouTube. Not so far. I guess the channel is pretty much dead a bit because I have not been doing any videos for last 14 days. and we have not been able to even do the live sessions. But yeah, I think now I'm back. It should be more regular. Uh, let's see. Shines. Hey, Rob.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you? Seems very busy. Yep. Yeah, I can see you now. You able to hear me though? Is it my internet? No, my internet works fine. Yep.
There we
It's
go.
probably, yeah, it's probably your
Brilliant.
internet is a bit flaky.
No, no. I've just switched from yeah,
Hmm.
someone's Wi-Fi to my own hotspot, so it's
Oh,
now working. Yeah.
oh, that's great. That's great. It seems like you're in a space station or spaceship or something.
Space station. No, it's my car.
Oh, I see. Okay, because it's the background is blurred, so it feels like some kind of space station. Yeah. How are you doing? And how's
Yeah, yeah, pretty good. Um, I think the last time we had a session was 2 weeks ago.
yeah.
And I think over the last 2 weeks, our platform has made huge progress.
Yes.
And I've been working with a couple of our customers in using Noti. And because we are using Noti at the same time as developing it, it means that we can have a better product because
Yeah.
we're a customer, but also developing it.
Yeah.
So that I think that's what makes it very, very exciting.
Yeah.
And our customers like what we're doing.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. There
yes.
has been a lots and lots of update. I wanted to quickly go through, but I was just waiting for you to join, and then
Okay,
yeah.
perfect. Let's go
And
for it.
yeah, and I was having a quick chat with Marcelo. He was happy. He was
Yes,
able to connect with his custom domain, and that's all interesting and exciting as well. And I was saying that we are also bringing the Ultravox integration next week, so that will open up a lot more opportunities. And yeah, then I'll
fantastic.
probably share my screen and go through what we have done in the last 2 weeks. First, we'll talk about the Not 3.0. And again, this is a very quick glance through. I'm going to make separate video now that I'm back. I've been, as I was saying, traveling across Italy and Switzerland for like last 2 weeks. But yeah, I'll
Hmm.
now that I'm back, I'm going to make more videos on each of these features because there is a lots and lots of feature that's added now into the platform. Um, onto the quick fixes, but this is like this update is like 2 weeks before. But since we have not been able to do any videos, that's why I'm just quickly covering this. So we have fixed a few issues around sign up buttons and everything,
Hmm.
but we have introduced the customer access management as a feature. That means as a partner you can actually block access to your customer to access the portal and allow them reset password and all these bits even better.
Hmm.
This is one of the requested feature, of course, because yeah, if a customer doesn't pay, or let's say as a partner you want to give your customer a free access for 14 days, and then or 7 days or 2 days or 5 days, whatever, and then you want to block access, you can do that now from the portal. um, there has been some issue with client portal URL being loading, like not ending, but that's also now fixed. This is
Yep.
also introduced by one of our feature bug. um, There's been a lot of, if you have not logged in, and if one of our partners is now seeing this video, even later, if you see this video, please go ahead, log in into the Not.ai portal. There is a lots and lots of white label portal menu options now in the platform, and I'm going to show you what all there is available now. We already had this feature about inviting team members, but there was some issue reported that they're not able to log in. That's also fixed now. So your team members should be able to now log in into the partner portal. If you have, let's say, a larger team and you want your team to manage your account, you can do that as well. White label portal header change. That earlier it was, even in your customer portal, it was showing not AI dashboard. It no more shows that. It now shows your slogan or your portal title basically. So it's now completely white labeling that sense. And of course, we have improved the API key management. That means you can create different API key for different operations specific to that. And the biggest news was we are now MCP compliance. So that means all the API that we have now is also sitting with MCP server. So that means if you integrate our MCP server with any of the AI agent, like let's say Cloud or just a minute, someone is at the door. I think I'll be back.
So whilst Avid is oh, you're back.
Yep. Okay, so I'm going to talk about this a bit. What is MCP compliance? How do you actually integrate? And I'm going to make separate video in the portal as well as in the YouTube channel later on. The other thing was also another request from one of the partner was, can we not show the price into the customer portal? Like, I don't want to show the price to my customer, like the cost of running the voice agent, even though we have the option of markup pricing, but there was a request that we don't want to show the price at all because we have some fixed price agreed or something. So we now have also introduced that features where you can turn off the pricing. So that means in your customer portal, uh, they will not be able to see the price. And it is not like none of your customer. Let's say you have 10 customer and you only want to show one customer no price, but the other customer you want to show price. That you can do. So that much granular control that we have added. In the coming days, we are also bringing AI credit. So that means, let's say you don't want to show any pricing, you want to show in terms of AI credit, or whatever name you want to give it. You can name it AI credit, you can name it AI minute, you can name it whatever you want based on your branding. You can do that. So that's also something we are bringing in near, like in next 1 or 2 weeks. So yeah, there has been a lot of work that was done in Naughty 3.0, but what is more exciting was Naughty 4.0, not 4.0, which is our release last week, which is I think 3-4 days back. And what happens between Naughty 3.0 and 4.0, we had got 76,000 requests in one single day and 873,000 requests in 7 days in that week. And that was, of course, unexpected. We have never expected that much. I'm not sure it was someone brutally using our platform or misusing our platform. We don't know that. But what happened was our Cloudflare was giving like a lot of warnings, started blocking people's IP. I mean, Shao, you were impacted. You were not able to log
Yes,
into the platform.
yes.
But yeah, we have made a lot of changes. We have scaled up our pricing in the Cloudflare platform. We now our Cloudflare worker now supports up to 10 million requests per month. Our WAF is now like a lot more stringent in, and it can do bot detection. It can do a lot of other stuffs. Actually, we have implemented now, and that issue is now resolved basically. We have added some more caching. There's a lot of work happened in that space as well. But yeah, at one point I was really worried because we have been trying so many solutions and it was not going away. But yeah, thankfully that is now resolved.
Yes.
Yeah, and then in terms of the MCP server, we have now released an open source MCP server. That's what I was telling you. For Naughty 3, we have created the API MCP compliant, but we now have the MCP server, and this is like open source. Anyone can clone it. We are also, I think we have also released this MCP server as an NPM repository. So if you go to npm repo, I think here, this is, by the way, the global package management for all node modules. That's called npm repository. And I think here, if you search with Naughty, you will be able to see our Naughty, and it's already got like 84 download. I can see 85 download rather. So I'm sure someone is using it. But yeah, this is now available through npm repository. So you will be able to install it. You will be able to just, there's a really detailed documentation how you can integrate this with your AI agent platform. uh, what you need to add, how your config should look like, what you need to provide in your config, and how you can connect. So there is a lot detailed documentation there, and what all functions is available through the MCP server. Through MCP server, you can create customer, you can check the health of the platform, you can check what all capabilities are added. The best part is, let's say you add this MCP server with your AI agent, whether it's an N8N agent, whether it's an um, uh, Cloud A or ChatGPT or Gemini. Once you add it, you never have to make any more changes ever. So as soon as, let's say tomorrow we create another API, like we made available another API, another feature, and that is available to access via API, your agent will know it automatically. You don't have to reconfigure your agent anymore, because through the get capabilities, your agent will be able to know what all capabilities that are being added into the platform. So this is the real power of MCP, of course, which is why people are flocking from just API based integration to MCP based integration. And we are, as I said, we want to be futuristic. We want to be compliant with all the latest and upcoming features into the AI space. So that's why we thought, why just create API? Let's just also create MCP server. And this is also open source, so you can also clone it if you want to make make some changes, make more automation with our MCP. You can do that as well. So that we have released last week, and we have also added Stripe integration. So that means if you now, earlier, if you want to use Naughty AI Pro, you also had to probably need to have any sort of what do you say, like GHL or similar application, right, for managing your customer. You don't need any more of that, because now our platform is also integrated with Stripe. So that means you can connect your Stripe account and you can generate invoice with your customer, and you can ask them to pay through the portal. So that is something we now have already introduced. Again, please go ahead and test it. We have tested very small scale, because I have only tested with one of my other customer that worked. 1 minute. Why am I? Yeah, I think my camera is probably going to die. It's saying it's not charging. But anyway, that's something that is there. Other than that, we are also allowing you to create, turning our Not AI Pro into SaaS. And I'm gonna go into the app now, and I'm gonna show you what all other features that we have already introduced. That will be announced. Probably few of the feature is not showing in Not 4.0, but it's still in the platform. But it will be announced at around Not 5.0. And yeah, and I was just telling to Marcelo that these are really just notifications. In reality, all the features, as soon as we make one feature, it is available into the app. We don't wait for a release to come like in 1 week time. As soon as we have a feature, it's already available into the application. So please go ahead, log in into the application as much as you can to see all the new features that is coming. Don't wait for this notification. These are just meant to be notifications so that you know what all things we are adding. And now in the Naughty AI dashboard, you will get live notification as well. So you will see this. Are you able to see my screen? So there is this notification bar now here. So as soon as you log in into the Notary AI Pro as a partner portal, you will now able to see all the notification for anything that we are introducing. It could be any feature, it could be bug fix, it could be any message targeted to you as a partner. It can be anything, and we will use this notification panel to notify you of anything that you need to do. For example, if we see that some of your agent analytics is not working or misbehaving, or some API key is compromised or something, we will notify you through the partner dashboard. So please go ahead, log into the platform and use that actually. Check for notification basically. Okay, apart from that, as I said, in the okay, my camera is going to die. So if you don't see me, don't worry, I'm still here. Okay, so in the customer list now, you have a new tab called billing tab. So in the billing tab, you will be able to are you able to hear me, Shah?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, because my camera just gone. So in the billing tab, you can create invoice. You can create a monthly invoice, like recurring invoice and one-time invoice, and you can send it. But please note that before you create invoice, you must go to settings, and you see there is something called Stripe Connect. So if you click there, it will take you to the Stripe platform, and please onboard there. In the Stripe, if you are new, if you already have a Stripe account, don't worry about it. We are not going to touch your existing Stripe account. This is going to be a new account, like not new account per se, but it's a connected account through our business, which is Until Limited. But we are not going to touch your existing Stripe account for whatever purpose that you are using. It will be completely separate. We don't want to touch that. If you want your Stripe account to be integrated, please message us through the support. Then we can do that from the back channel. But consciously we have taken decisions not to see anything that you do with your existing Stripe account. This Stripe account that you will create is only meant for Notary AI Pro platform. So so that it is all completely separate from your existing business and work and whatever you do with your existing Stripe. If you do not have a Stripe account yet, you can of course use that to onboard as well. Now, as soon as you do that, then there is a lot of options opens up into the channel. Again, if you do not complete it, it will show you like this, what is due and all these bits. If what is the status of your Stripe account, you can complete setup from there, or you can disconnect as well. I'm going to disconnect it now because I'm not going to complete it for now. So that is there. Now, as soon as you enable your Stripe account, you can now go to the white label portal, and here you can create subscription plans. So what is this? This is again something not announced yet, but this is something coming in not 5.0 release. So what will happen is, as soon as you create different subscription plan, you can turn your custom portal into a SaaS. So basically here, your SaaS. So here this portal will work as SaaS. It will show you different tier that you have created with all the features that you want to provide. That will all be there, and it will be your own SaaS, like a WAPI or retail or any other provider. So this is something really exciting. I think it will probably be a lot more useful for many of our partner, and this is what we wanted to offer as part of the ultimate scale up agency plan, which is the SaaS plan, of course. But at the moment, everyone gets access for free, basically, or not for free, but whoever have actually signed up already, they can use it for they don't have to pay extra. So that's really something, a really exciting feature that's upcoming. Other than that, what we
And
have, yeah,
sorry, Avid, I was going to say, with that SaaS plan,
yeah,
actually people could be selling a telephone line plus a virtual
everything.
assistant.
Exactly.
So
They can,
that's the power.
yes.
It's
So
incredible.
This is more like you can use any provider in the world. You can use our provider, you can use
Mm,
retail, you could use Vapi, but you will be selling as a SaaS platform, not as an agency who just create voice AI agent and sell it,
yeah,
right? So
that is hugely exciting. Yeah,
that's a huge use case, of course, and I think I'm estimating that we are going to produce, at least in minimum 1,000 plus voice AI SaaS platform in the globe with just
yes,
feature, because this is going to be
yes.
huge, right? Everyone will have their own SaaS that they can sell, their own brand, and no one ever have to know what they're using in the back end, right? So that's going to be really powerful. And as I said, this is meant to be for 699 plan per month plan, but
Mm,
at the moment, anyone who is because we are still public beta for these features, anyone who joins up, they can use it as part of their own plan, the current plan. Cool. Okay, what else? There has been actually so many. I kept. Okay,
mm.
now you can go to Vapi agents and retail agents. You can create from here. So like if you create, you get. This is a very simple screen we have implemented. We are bringing advanced UI as well. At the moment, advanced is still not there. But if you want to like quickly test something, like just give it a system prompt, give your agent name. You have some advanced settings where you can just say voice speed, response engine, what model, uh, call settings, call limits. You can set all these things. And webhook, of course, you need the webhook, and you can deploy it and you can test it. Not just that, you can now test your existing one from the portal itself. So all you have to do, just click here and click test agent, and that will be able to connect with retail or Vapi, whatever, wherever your agent is. Just click start call, and it'll start working. Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think, yeah, I was just testing the agent, but yeah. Anyway, so yeah, these are all there. You also can do the same thing with Vapi. I don't have the Vapi agent now, but that's also been there. There is, I don't know how much time we left, 15 minutes. Okay. So there is something called agent migration that is upcoming. We are actually changing the model of how we used to manage or bring AI agents. So earlier, what you used to do is you had to update your WAP API key, right? Here in the portal, in the integration settings. You had to do that here, right? Now you don't have to do that anymore. So why? Because earlier what we are doing is once you put the retail and WAP API key and you go to any of this agent, this was bringing all of your agent into our platform. We realized that we don't need to do that. We don't need to bring all of your agent because probably you have created 1,000 plus agents in your retail account or WAP account. Maybe you don't want to sell all 1,000 to, maybe you're only selling five of the 1,000 agents. So why to even bring those other 900 agents that you have created? So that's why we have now created a feature called import agents. So as you click import agent, you can give the API key. And what that means is, as a partner, you can have multiple retail account. And from each of the account, you can just give your API key, and it will only connect to that account. And then it will let you select the specific agent that you want to import. So that's what we are opening up. So that means you can create as many provider account with retail, Vapi, Level Labs, and I don't know what not. And you could still bring the particular agent you want to bring to our platform. You don't have to give your API key to us. And this is a major shift the way how we manage our platform. The reason is because there has been a lot of risk the way we were doing it before. Whereas if somehow your API key is compromised, or if somehow your API key you want to roll over, then that means all of the agent and analytics would stop, right? Would stop working. With this feature, the way we are going now, even if you, let's say, roll over your API key, as soon as your agent is in our platform, you don't have to worry about it, because we have now also introduced webhook. So that means as you enable webhook, instead of we calling retail, we calling WAPI and get the analytics, with webhook they will send to us. So that means now you can just create a temporary API key, bring your agent in our platform, and then delete that API key. We don't need that API key anymore. So that it's safe and secure for you. It's safe and secure for us. And all you have to do just before you delete that API key, enable the webhook. So as soon as you enable the webhook, what we are going to do is in this particular, let's say this one you are enabling. So in this particular agent, we will put our webhook. So we'll put our webhook into this particular agent, and that means retail is bound to give and send us the analytics to this webhook, to this endpoint that we will configure in your agent. So again, I'm going to talk a lot more about that in a separate video, just trying to go through this very quickly. But this is really going to change the way we operate. This will change the way our platform will be more secure and robust as well, and not dependent on any of the provider in the coming days. Until you set up your webhook, it will show like gray. If your webhook is set up, it will show like green. So that means this webhook is working, this is active. Okay, and if somehow you change your API key, this will show inactive or something, but don't worry about it. As long as your agent is in the portal, it will continue to work, even if it shows inactive. Doesn't matter really. Yes, but don't delete the agent, of course, from the provider, because if you delete it, then there is no way it will work, right? We have created a tool called agent migration. So to support this one-to-one API key to agent mapping, we need to now migrate all of the existing agent to have their own API key rather than the partner have the API key and we use that API key. So this is just one click. So if you just click here, it will migrate all of your agent into our newer newer way of managing agent. So that means all the API keys will be moved to the specific agents, and that's it. And in future, this particular agent migration tool we will extend. Whereas if you want to migrate one WAPI agent to a retail agent, or from a retail agent to our own voice AI agent, or maybe you want to change our own voice AI agent to some other provider, maybe Ultravox, because you saw they are cheaper, they are better. You can use the agent migration tool to basically just do one click and migrate. So that's something, a feature that's upcoming, and that is why we created the agent migration tool as well. So this is all, again, this is not announced yet. I'm showing you all of this. Probably should have shown you next week for Naughty 5.0, but these are things that is already available. We have also introduced billing and invoice. So that means here you can see all of your invoice and bills that you have created with the customer, and who have paid, who haven't paid, who is overdue. You can see all of that into this particular section. So yeah, I mean, I think there have been some more, but we are out of time. I'm gonna create separate video on each of these, and yeah, some exciting times are coming, of course, because there's lots and lots of features. As you can see, I have already listed almost 12 features in the board now. So that's coming next week on Naughty 5.0, which is coming on next Saturday. And also, along with that, as I said, we are also doing a lot of non-functional work. That means we are trying to make the platform secure, robust, much more stable, and much more control. For example, as I said, we are bringing a feature where you can customize the customer portal, which is your white label portal. This one, you can set the language. So that means if you are an partner who is serving Latin America region and you want to show this in Spanish, you can change that. So that is also something that's coming next week. So yeah, please stay tuned. One more thing, I can maybe Shah will talk more about it, is we have now stopped the one-time offer completely, because as you can see, the platform is growing with a lot more features, and it's financially not possible at all to continue one-time free, on-time limited offer anymore. But I'll let Shao talk more about it.
Yeah, well, of course, you'll know that one of our customers who is advising other voice AI engineers and builders. He's selling on our behalf, and he's sold it at full price
Yes.
without any discount, and and his customer is very happy with what he has. So so like have said, we have stopped our one-time offer. So the current pricing we have is what you can see here, but we will be doing some promotional pricing so that it's going to be discounted from the monthly fees that you see here.
Yeah.
Um, uh, so look out for that. And please take advantage of that because it will be lifetime offers. And so join when the monthly fees are low, because then you get all the features, all the functions, but you don't pay the full price. So as you can see, we're gradually um, bringing our pricing to a industry level. But we, at the same time, we appreciate our early supporters, which is why we're doing these discounts. And as you can see, actually, in the sales and marketing team, we don't have enough. We cannot keep up in terms of development of our development team because they're just bringing out so many functions and so many features, and all of them have been requested by our clients. So that's why we are bringing these discounts so that we can have more people on board to help us to test and to make a better platform.
Yeah. 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 Just as I said, like all the features, like SaaS, for example, that's $699 per month plan that is originally planned.
Mm,
But we are probably offering you now with the current tiered pricing. And yeah, please join the wait list if you're not there, because we are going to send more marketing emails through only the wait list if there is any price discount that we will offer in the coming days, as there will
mm,
be a lot more features that is public beta. So please you join the wait list and look out for any offers that we are going to release in the coming days. But yeah, as it stands, we cannot really, there is no way, there is no appetite to offer one time limited deal anymore, because it's just a lot of cost. I literally today I was doing some cost analysis, and the cost is growing up both from development and management cost. um, and the other bit is, of course, now we are also bringing the open source voice AI platform. The work is already started, and that will first be available in the Kno2gether Pro platform before we make it completely open source, because we want, even though it is open
yeah.
source, we want to first test it. We want to make sure it works, then we make it open source. So that is also something that you can probably get a lot more discounted price there when we launch the voice AI product as part of Kno2gether Pro. So yeah, please go ahead if you can join the waitlist, or if you want, use our listed pricing and join in any tier really at the moment, because you join in any tier, you get access to all the features, because we haven't yet segregated. Frankly, we haven't yet segregated the features based on the tiers yet, which is of course upcoming
Mm,
in next 2-3 weeks. But we haven't done that so that everyone can enjoy all the features basically.
yes, very good.
So yeah, that's really it. I think we have 4 more minutes to go. I don't know if there is any YouTube comments. I haven't seen that. I think there is none, but more to the fact that we haven't been doing the live session regularly, so maybe there's not a lot of viewers. But yeah, if you're whenever you're seeing it, if you have any question, reach out to us through the support or through the channel. And yeah, there's a lot of really exciting stuff coming up.
Perfect. Well, stay tuned and let's
Shao, I think your internet is gone probably. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna end the call. We will speak later. Have a good one, Marcelo, and everyone who would see the video later on. Cheers. Bye.